everyone. I hope you're doing well today. I have my dog Casey here today, and she says hello. Casey's part of my family, and I love her a lot. And because I love Casey, I take care of her. And I do lots of things to take care of Casey. Sometimes I will comb her, like this. She's not a big fan of that, to be honest, but it does help look after her. Another thing I do because I love Casey is I feed her. I have a treat here and she loves her treats. Here, Casey, would you like a treat? There you go. What a good puppy. And what Casey loves the most is that sometimes I will take her for a walk. This is her leash. She likes to go on nice long walks, and so do I. So I love Casey a lot, and that's why I care for her really well. Do you have a pet? I bet if you do lots of things to take care of your pet. What do you do? Casey's going to go play now. But in the Bible, there were some people that took good care of their animals, and those people were called shepherds, and they looked after sheep. And they took really good care of their sheep. And Jesus told a story about a shepherd in the Bible, and he had more than 100 sheep. That's a lot of animals to care for. And one day when they were out, one of the sheep wandered off and got lost. And that shepherd cared so much about his sheep and the one that got lost that he left the 99 sheep behind to go after the one that was lost. He looked all over the place and finally he found that sheep and he was so happy. Can you show me a happy face? Excellent. I sure miss seeing your smiling faces every Sunday at church. Now, God cares about us. That's what Jesus told us in the Bible. And just like shepherds care for their sheep, or we care for our pets, or our parents care for us, that's how God is. He cares for us, and He is the best caregiver ever, the best shepherd ever. God knows us, He loves us, and He cares for us. So today, we're going to discover some of the many ways that God cares for us. And He cares for us in so many ways. Can you think of any? Well, I have a can here. It's just a plain old can, but I'm going to call it my God can, because God can look after us in so many different ways. So let's see if you can guess how God cares for us. He cares for us by giving us this. Do you know what this is? Food. What's your favorite food? I love pizza. God cares for us by giving us food. Here's something else He gives us. Do you know what this is? That's a family. God gave you a family too. Who's in your family? I know some of your families, and they are very, very nice people. You guys are so lucky. God has blessed us so much. What else has God given us? He gave us this. That's a home. What kind of home do you live in? Do you live in a house, or an apartment, or a condo, or some people even live in tents in other places of the world, or huts? And God has given us a home, and we are so lucky that He looks after us so well. What else does He give us? He gives us this, and this is church. God gave us a church and people that go to a church to help care for us. And right now, when we can't meet in the church building, God has given us church online. And I hope all of you are tuning in to the online services on the weekend and worshiping together. That's an amazing gift that God gives us, to be able to worship Him and learn about Him with others. Here's something else that God gives us. These kids are jumping up and down with joy. God gives us joy. What makes you happy in your life? Because God is the giver of all good things, and He gives us so many things that we can be joyful about. So, our God is awesome, and He cares for us in so many different ways. He is so good, and He loves us all. Every one of you is important to God, and He cares for all of us all the time. Can you give yourself a big hug and say, God cares for me? Good job. Now, I have a song for us to listen to today, and the words go like this. No matter what is ahead of me, no matter what I'm going through, no matter what I feel inside, there's one thing that will always be true, and that is God cares about me. So, have fun singing and doing the actions, and I'll see you back here after the song is done. Great time listening to that song and worshiping God with me. We are so blessed to have a God that cares for us. So let's close off our time together today by saying a prayer to thank God for being so good to us all. Let's fold our hands. Dear God, we thank you that you love us and care for us. We thank you for giving us a home and a family and food and so many other good things like church and joy in our lives. God, you are so good and we love you so much. Help us to care for others like you care for us. Thank you for looking after us always. Amen. Well, I thank you for joining me today and for this Sunday class on Wednesday. I hope you all have fun with your parents this week reading the Bible story, which is about a man named Elijah and how God took care of him. As always, there's a cool craft for you to make and some more songs for you to listen to. And remember, God cares for you. Why don't you give yourselves a big hug again while we say that together? God cares for you. I'm going to go care for Casey now because she's ready to go on her big walk for today. So I will see you next week, and I hope you remember that God cares for you. Bye.